This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis, and we are here today to talk about the League of Legends. This is an interesting show we do. We detail the game that you guys play, or maybe you don't play, and you're listening to this for some reason. It's MOBA. MOBA?
Yes.
MOBA.
Thank
Style battle game that involves CQC and LQC and
Alka-Seltzer.
something. There's just a bunch of stuff involved.
With the PTRs and the PQs and the laning, all that gibberish.
Gobbledygook.
In the gobbledygook.
Some interesting stuff this week for you guys. Got no patch, actually. No patch. We have...
This is a tournament. They're still working with the tournament pack, I guess.
I suppose. So we got Graves, the Outlaw. We got all the stuff on him. Got some new stuff for Xerath. They redid some of his skins. A couple of sales and some tournament stuff. Really not a whole lot to talk about. But we will detail Mr. Graves first of all. Now Graves is Graves. He's an enemy to Twisted Fate.
From what I get, he's more or less, he's hunting him down.
Where is Twisted Fate? Sorry, Graves. Riot killed him about 4 patches ago.
Oh, sorry about that, folks.
Quest for vengeance ends.
His passive says, if Twisted Fate is on the field, all laughter ceases.
No. Here are his real abilities. His first one is called True Grit. It's his passive. Graves gains increasing armor and magic resistance the longer he remains in combat. His first ability is Buckshot. Graves fires 3 bullets in a cone, damaging all enemies in the projectile's path. Enemies at close range can be hit by multiple projectiles, but each one beyond the first will deal reduced damage. Smoke Screen. Graves fires a smoke canister at the target area that deals damage and creates a shroud of smoke. Enemies inside the smoke cloud have reduced sight range and movement speed. His next ability is called Quick Draw. Graves dashes forward, gaining an attack speed boost for several seconds. Attacking enemies lowers the cooldown of this skill. His ultimate is called Collateral Damage. Graves fires an explosive shell, dealing heavy damage to the first target it hits. After hitting a champion or reaching the end of its range, the shell explodes, dealing damage in a cone behind the target.
These skills are pretty interesting, especially Collateral Damage and Smokescreen. They both have new type of effects. Now, Smokescreen is really interesting because it's kind of like a reverse of a colleague's effect. Instead of you can't see her, you can't see anything around you while you're in the smokescreen, and that's pretty interesting. I want to know how that works. Definitely excited to see that.
I think you'll hear Nocturne's laugh when the canister. Darkness. What's going on? Oh,
Side effects of the smoking this gas includes uncontrollable laughter and giant shadowy things jumping at you from across the map.
Huh.
Well, help me.
Collateral Damage, when I first read it, sounded a lot like Misfortunes.
It did. That's what I thought too, until I realized it was like a 3-part process. You throw it, then it hits, deals damage, and then it does the cone.
And it also says that when it gets to the end of its range, it will explode. So even if you don't have a target, you can still shoot and it'll blow up into the AoE.
Now, they don't have a screenshot for this. I'd like to see what it looks like and kind of how big the cone is and how it kind of looks, because it sounds pretty interesting. I can't wait to see what you can do with it.
I'm glad it's not that you just hit someone and it's an AoE. Otherwise, it would you wouldn't be able to really get that that tactical effect where you could really just branch it out into somebody. Instead, you'd be pointing it for the squishies and having it blow up inside them. Instead, you want to aim for the frontliner and have it fan out and hit everyone behind him.
Oh yeah, definitely something to break up media, like break up the normal tanks up front, then the melee, then the range. You can just be like, I'm gonna hit everybody.
Definitely a fun thing to use. I wonder what the tooltip will look, because if it does explode at the end, it'll have to be like a single line and then a big fan on the end, so you spin it around and it'll look like a giant thing.
I'm just excited for this champion. Yeah, his passive seems kind of odd for him, especially, having a, very, very aggressive range champion with the magic resist and the armor to him, but, I can't wait to see what's going on with this champ.
He's a ranged bruiser!
Range bruiser. I wonder what he sounds like. Maybe Australian? I don't know.
Buckshot, though, is another one of his. Sounds like a lot of fun. It'll be a good deterrent to melee, because a lot of times as soon as that melee gets the gap closed, they're just like, hello, hi, I'm turn the mirror.
Buckshot.
That'd be really neat. Smokescreen, we already talked. Quick Draw. It's going to be Vayne-esque, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I was
where
thinking.
it's not a good escape tool, but it is a good chase tool. I hope it's a good chase tool. But we'll see. He sounds like a fun guy. Good melee bruiser, something we've not had before. So this will be an interesting change of pace from what we are used to. And anything to really mess with Twisted Fate is good.
The thing is about this, they've been really on top of this. People were like thinking that the patch was going to come out today.
I'm telling you, it's nuts. What do we wait for anymore, anyhow?
And just bring them out. Just screw over a whole cycle.
Seriously. All right. Well, I got nothing wrong with early releases. Don't mind me. But moving on to the next item, Xerath skins. Now, if any of you picked up Xerath like me and you bought a skin,
Like me.
you were very disappointed. I was very disappointed by 975. And, I don't know, Xerath was a little bit underwhelming at times, and the skin didn't really help. But they've redone them. They've given them new color effects, so that's good. The 520 looks better than the 975, for goodness sake.
I got the 520. Doo-doo-doo.
I got the 975. It looks good on Green Summoner's Rift, and that's about it.
Yeah, when you have it, when he's floating around in the other maps, it's just kind of...
It's too stark a contrast.
Yeah. But the red one just looks good.
Indeed.
And I like the face masks they added to him now. Kind of like the grate to it and stuff. It looks good.
Yeah, I might actually have to pick that one up because it does look really classy. But we shall see. We got a couple of sales this week.
First off, a massive skin sale. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
Oh, what do we got?
We have Blood Moon Akali.
Really good Akali skin. Definitely pick it up if you're looking for something.
Butcher Urgot.
Urgot doesn't have a whole lot of skins, and this one lets you shoot chainsaw arms, and it's only 260 RP. Definitely pick it up if you're any Urgot player.
Waterloo Misfortune.
Misfortune has a lot of skins. This one's kind of a cheat. It's kind of almost a recolor. It's not terrible, but it's only 260, so you can't really argue.
Tundra Hunter Warwick.
This is my least favorite Warwick skin. It's really, really bland. The white, it's just.
The splash art looks really good. It's just the in-game skin doesn't look.
It's just dull. A lot of Warwick skins suffer from being just dull.
Viscero Xinyao.
Xinyao has a great new skin. We get Hussar, so if you're gonna get a new skin, get that. I wouldn't get this guy.
Surfer Singe.
This is a hilarious Singe skin. Singe's been getting a lot of love lately in terms of skin sales, but this is definitely a great one if you're looking for more of a comical look to him. It's very funny to look at. He's actually the Singe we saw at our convention.
With the ones where I haven't gotten the pictures of.
Oh. You need to get on that. We need those.
I've been working on it. I haven't seen that guy.
Dang.
Anyways, yeah, a lot of good skins this week. Definitely, probably the two I'd say pick up is Akali and Singe. They're probably the best quality of the two.
Urgot.
I do like the Urgot skin.
260 and he shoots chainsaws. He shoots chainsaws.
Yeah, I prefer the enemy crab skin though.
Shoots chainsaws.
Notice anything about those skins?
There were no black ones!
Hooray!
I mean, I am upset that there was not enough diversity in the skin sales.
Anyways, we have 3 champions on sale this week. We have Orianna, Urgot, and Irelia.
Again, another patch of sort of niche champions. Urgot is sort of a durable, ranged, very evil guy if you're looking for a range. It's just a dick. Orianna, again, kind of a support mage. Kind of hard to get the hang of. You will need a lot of practice if you get her. Be ready for a long grind before getting good with her. And Irelia is just, she's always good. I mean, Irelia's got a brand new skin. She's very fun, and she's just got sort of this late game steamroll power.
Now, we say she's good, but this is after she's been buffed and actually is a useful character. She's a great champion now, but when she came out, which people are the only thing that people remember about what we said about her, she's a good champion. She's not as bad as she used to be. So she is worth picking up.
I stand by everything I say on this show, past or present.
Especially Urgot.
Especially the Urgot review.
Speaking of Irelia and skins, her and Teemo have 2 new skins.
Woo!
First up, Irelia's one. I like the way it looks. She's like a masquerade supervillain type thing going on. It
looked a little bit dull, to be honest.
It looks a lot like the last one.
And I'm not saying that because it's a black one. I'm not. But the superhero theme's kind of... I shouldn't say that. The Teemo superhero looks hilarious.
Especially since he's putting down, like, what is it, communicators or his logo?
His shield, yeah.
That one's not bad.
But the Irelia one looks kind of... it almost looks...
It's better than what she has.
It looks lazy, is all I'm saying.
Hopefully, they do what they did with the Xerath stuff and fix it. Because...
Like what they did with Commando Lux?
Oh, wait. Yeah. And you guys, tell us what you guys think about those skins. If there's any good screenshots of them that will prove us wrong. But definitely Teemo.
Teemo's the better of the two. But,
and that's not
there's a million Teemo skins, so you really gotta kind of choose your battles.
I'm hoping there's more skins coming out this Halloween. I know I keep saying
Of course there will be. Are you kidding?
I hope the Vladimir skin comes back.
Vladimir. Alright. Well, what do we got else this week? I think that's it for news. There's some tournament stuff going on, but we never talk about that.
Yeah, pretty much. Pro players playing pro players. Nothing to concern the better majority of casual.
Us. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like good players. It just I don't care what they're having for lunch. I don't. Moving on to our own section, we got a couple of questions this week. Our first question comes from our email. It comes from Mr.12, an old friend of ours.
He's been having some great questions so far. Keep up the good work, pal. I love censoring.
His question says, "Hi guys, thanks for answering my last question. Here's another one, and I hope you guys can answer it for me. I saw games that are up on the tribunal a lot, where people are racist against Brazilian players. I want to know what you guys think about this and what you guys think about Brazilian players in general."
Let me get into my comment first, because I know I have a strong bias towards this. As long as they speak English at some part when you try to communicate with them, it's fine. If they're going out of their way to ignore you completely and then just do their own thing throughout the whole game, just kind of be a troll or, you know, Mordekaiser it up and just way all the way home, I have no problem with it. If you play well and if you try to communicate or you're at least trying to win the game, that's fine. But if you're going out of your way talking whatever language they speak, I do not know what it is. I think it's Brazilian.
There's no language called Brazilian. That doesn't exist.
Well,
oh my god.
I don't know what it is. and if they are constantly speaking like that to their friends and stuff like, or constantly speaking in that, but near the end of the game they're speaking fluent English or enough for us to understand what's going on, that's really frustrating when you're losing the game because this guy's going to go push bottom lane with 5 people missing and the rest of your team is sitting there barrening. So, you know, if they communicate and they do their job right, I don't care what's going on. But if they're playing on an American server or an English server, play and at least try to communicate with your team because we're all going to be speaking English most likely.
Well, I am kind of a unique. Racism in any platform is really inappropriate. I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, and I'm used to not getting the proper amount of respect. And so when someone goes after where you're born or where you came from as a way to just say, oh, well, this discredits everything you do, it's very inappropriate. But what I'm saying is I have no problem with Brazilian players. What I do have a problem with is bad players. If you're a bad player, I don't care where you're from. You could be from our hottest state of Texas. You could be from Pennsylvania. It doesn't matter. If you're a bad player, if you're from Brazil, if you're from the Berlin area, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, and I will laugh and yell at you. But I will never hate you, or I will never think poorly of you because you're Brazilian, because you're German, because you're Texan, whatever. I will hate you because you're a bad League of Legends player. So really, I don't think anyone who hates on Brazilians is right, but I think anyone who hates on just terrible, god-awful players, good. Hate those bad players. But Brazilians, you're fine. If you play great, you're better.
And of course, you brought us the everlasting Mordekaiser as numero uno. Wait.
Actually, at the moment, Mordekaiser es numero dos.
Wait.
He's really bad. It's upsetting.
Well, thank you for your question. We like talking about that stuff, so yeah, send more questions like that because our usual questions are getting kind of old and we like things to spice it up.
I love boring questions.
The ones asking us what our favorite champions are.
I like talking about myself. You don't?
No.
That's right, because there's nothing interesting about you. I forgot.
I collect cat pictures. Meow.
Meow.
Anyways, we're now going on to our question from our comment section. This is from Predator Soulfly, and he says, "My question is, do you guys think Riot listens to its community? And do you think they learned from their mistakes? They remade Riven's ult, tweaked Xerath's skins a bit, and they fixed Irelia's mask on her new skin. But we still don't have a replay system, a spectator mode, or God knows when we even get another 5v5 classic map. Sure, Dominion is great, but when will we get another 5v5 map like Molten Core?"
Before we move on, I'd like to point out that this question says, posted one day ago on playlist, Russian Spazticgaming. What? When? I guess we have a very large. You said we have a large European audience. Not a lot of Russian.
Not really. The census.
Both of those. Both. Oh, it's the same guy. Never mind.
All right, guys, dig into this. Find out what this is. I'm putting it up on the screen.
Oh goodness.
Please let me know. All right, so I do think Riot listens to the community, but some things more than others they're able to fix. You know, a map is a really hard thing to do. They're probably still working on magma chambers and stuff like that. But tweaking skins and fixing that stuff, I think if people are complaining about it, they will fix it. Unlike some skins, like, you know, Commando Lux. But yeah, they do listen. They fixed Lux's actual skin. They fixed her splash art. They've done many different things. You know, they didn't like Riven's pictures 3 times and they redid it. So
it's true. Riot does listen to the community. I mean, they have a test realm, for goodness sake, so they have to be listening to their community in that
except
regard.
for the Mac community, because I guess they're not transferring it to Mac now.
Screw the Mac. Boo, Macintosh. You know why Steve Jobs died? Alright, I shouldn't go there.
Thank you. I do not need to sort through more rage comments from Mac players.
Goodness. What Mac players?
Oh ho ho!
Alright. Now Riot does listen to the community. They kind of have to. I mean, it's a game that's played by 13 million people, so they do every once in a while have to go, oh, well, the community is like this. I mean, being responsive is one of the reasons why you're going to get very popular, is if something that's really in demand or something that players really want, it's going to happen.
And this is why a lot of people like Riot over other companies that do MOAB.
It's running out. Mine's rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
I'm doing the new one now.
So, yeah, they listen, and they're more engaged in the community than other companies like this. Yeah, Dota 2's kind of listening. You know, Han's kind of listening. They have some cool things going on. They made a pure, you know, fan-made character. That's kind of cool, but it doesn't have as much responsiveness as something Riot can do, because they have a lot of fun stuff they do with it.
Yeah. As far as the examples you gave, spectator mode's coming soon, as they've said. It was up on the tournament thing, so it should be coming soon, I hope.
I think they're just figuring out how to implement it.
All them bugs, they be around. And replay system, I'm sure, will come along with spectator system. If not, we've got LOL recorder, which works exquisitely. Unless you're
me, which
unless you're Spaz, then it doesn't work at all.
Nope.
Or water, whatever we call you.
Larry.
Charmander.
Charizard!
God. But yeah, I think they are responsive to the community. It's just their getting of content out is not as good as we'd like. We still have Magma Chamber to look forward to. I guess expect the unexpected. We were expecting Magma Chamber and we got Dominions. They really did kind of live up to that promise, I guess.
They've been living up to that, so
expect the unexpected.
But if anything, just go watch Summer Showcase and everything will be forgotten.
You like that girl, don't you?
She's not bad.
But, yeah. Thank you for your question.
We have a special 3rd question.
Really?
Let me bring it up for you.
Oh, okay. This question comes from the Trinity. It's not really a question. It's more of a demand. It is titled, Nine-Tailed Fox. Crap, you telling, so frustrating. To Spazticgaming.
This is so upsetting.
Shh. They won't be able to hear the inflections in my voice. The Nine-Tailed Fox is based on a Korean legend, and not about the f***ing Naruto or SMTH. http://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/commit. Oh my God, put this in your next podcast and say you're sorry, because that makes Koreans angry. Well, let me tell you, the 20, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, I apologize, but I'm sorry. Alright, I didn't know. When I made those brazen comments about the nine-tailed fox, I thought there was no audience in the world that would be offended by my statements. Thank you for pulling me back into the world of reality where I can understand that certain actions have ramifications. You know, we live in a world where everyone is sensitive and everyone has goals, everyone has culture, everyone has a family they fall back onto. And when you feel that family, that heritage is attacked, well, it hurts. It hurts in your head, it hurts in your heart. It hurts in your soul, in your body, in the core of who you are. And to see someone that maybe you look up to Water and I, to see us just wantonly insult everything you love, it's just not appropriate. You know, it's not appropriate for me to do it. It's not appropriate for him to do it. It's not appropriate for that guy at the Wendy's to do it. So, I'm sorry, the 20. I'm sorry that I have insulted you and the Korean people, North and South. I reach out to both.
Hopefully our message of peace will spread to you.
And thank you for bringing this up. We'll try to be more sensitive to the Korean agenda in the future.
Because it is the only one out there. Anyways, that's about it. We have our own announcements now. First off, the Minecraft server is up and running. We're still working.
God!
We're adding RPG elements to it. We've got a lot of cool stuff. Hopefully we can get more people on there, get more of a open community. We've got a lot of stuff pre-set up, so you kind of have like landmarks and stuff like that and some cool things to explore. So hopefully you guys can get up there. It's on the Facebook page, along with a lot of the other updates we've got going. So definitely check that out. More Zombie Fest is coming up. If you guys want to join us, we always have an open spot available. So next time we record or something, send us, if we're on Steam or something, we might send you an invite just for the heck of it. And, what else?
I like ice cream.
Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Well, I'm moving soon, and then I'll be a lot more open. So if you guys want to play a game with me or something, I'm going to be playing a lot more.
Speaking of that, he's getting iTunes finally up.
Yes, I'm going to get my server up soon, which means you guys will be able to download this and listen on your MP3 player and iPod. Yeah, I'll have the server up soon, because I actually have a place to live now, which means I'll be able to have stuff up on iTunes very soon, hopefully. I just got to figure it out and actually learn how to use my server.
You can download all of our fantastic episodes, like number 14, number 17, the Urget review, and, of course, the
live action version, if you want to listen to that.
And don't forget the 3D version.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so, we'll be settled in. I'll have a lot more time to play. So if you want to hit me up, Axis48 is my handle, and Water Elemental 33 is yours, isn't it?
No, it's Campter because...
Oh, that's right. I wanted to be Biclops, as I recall, and they got flipped around.
Yeah, that's what happened with me.
I was upset. That's okay. Axis48 sounds fun.
And Campter's a lot easier to put into it.
It is.
I've been busy with school and stuff like that, guys, so I'm not on all that much.
But we're prattling. Let's move on. That's all we have for today.
This has been Water Elemental.
And this has been Axis, and we have some things.
And stuff. Things and stuff.
That's our favorite.
We like talking about that kind of stuff.
Son of a bitch!